Muddy River Mornings, I'm Bob Gough.
I'm Ashley Conrad.
So Brittany Bowl taking a much deserved break. She'll be back with us next week, so you have us to hold down the fort.
That's right.
And appropriately, it's National Martini Day.
Ah, who would have thought?
You like a good martini?
I love a good martini. No vermouth.
Gin or vodka?
Vodka.
Vodka, okay.
Dirty martini is my favorite, but I'm not, I have zero prejudice. You give
Shaken,
me a
not
martini.
stirred.
That's right.
Right.
It's pretty good.
It's not a bad Connery.
It's pretty good.
So anyway, enjoy yourself a martini at some point today.
Yes.
So it is also National Garfield the Cat Day.
Oh.
So everybody's favorite lasagna-eating feline. The first comic strip appeared way back in 1978 on this day.
1978. I was always partial to Odie.
You're a big Odie fan.
I'm an Odie fan. I always root for the underdog, I think.
He didn't seem like the smartest,
No.
Sharpest tool in the shed.
Definitely the underdog.
So, okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, today is Juneteenth, marking in 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced that all enslaved people were free 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed. And that made the effective end of slavery in the United States. So again, I know a lot of people have today off for that. Congratulations if you do. We're here working hard for you, but Ashley will tell you all about our Crazy Cakes goodies.
Absolutely. Here at Muddy River Mornings, we always start the day off with Crazy Cakes, and today is no exception. Today is National Oreo Cookie Day, is that right?
Yeah, okay.
So National Oreo Day, they have put a twist on our cupcake with some Oreos. It looks delicious. It's a cookies and cream cupcake it's topped with Oreos. Mm-hmm. It looks delightful.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
And of course, Crazy Cakes is your place to go for not only your sweet treats, but also catering, lunch, lattes. They have it all right down here in the heart of downtown in Quincy. Go check it out if you haven't. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 2 and on Saturdays 8 to 2. And don't forget, take Dad in, right?
And also this weekend, as far as the Oreo thing goes, you can get the Oreo stuff on your hotcakes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
so.
Well, there you go. Add a little extra sweetness.
Yeah, so get Dad in and have some fun. Also, you might have Dad swing into Udry Jewelry, and Ashley's going to show off. Ashley and I are both going to show off some bling today.
Yeah, because it's time for Father's Day.
Yes.
And they have,
Time.
see
Look
what
at
I did
you.
there? They have watches for, the dads in your life,
Yeah,
but
it's a nice
also the
watch.
moms in your life. And right now, guys, they're 15% off.
Wow.
Yeah, so stop in Udry Jewelry, see our friends over there. They have great specials going on right now, and also something for everyone.
I'm wearing a Seiko today, so we know that's a high quality watch. It feels very hefty, so you know it's a really good watch.
Mine is too, and it's got that opal face, so it's very designer jewelry-esque. It's beautiful.
Yeah, great selection over at Udry Jewelry, just across the hall from us here at the corner of 6th and Main.
Absolutely.
So busy week in the news as always. Here's a look at our top stories. Ashley's going to get us started.
So the big story this week was the massive fire at the Haymakers convenience store in West Quincy. Firefighters from all over the area assisted, but the more than 50-year-old structure went up pretty quickly, emitting thick black smoke that could be seen all the way, from the east end of Quincy. I know I got a hold of Bob and said, something's going on over there, right? And about the time that I saw it, I noticed that it was caving in. So thankfully there were no injuries as Haymakers managers and employees acted quickly to get out of the building, and all firefighters battled the blaze safely, thank goodness.
Quincy City Council this week voted to give the Gem City Concert Series $25,000 from the Food and Beverage Tax Fund to purchase rain insurance and do extensive promotion for the Blues Traveler concert. Try to bring some people in from outside the area. I know lots of people from right around Hannibal and Quincy are going to go, but this extra push will allow them in this final month to go out and bring in some more people for what's going to be a heck of a show. Mayor Linda Moore also announced she'd signed an electrical aggregation agreement with Homefield Energy. She says it'll save residents about $70 over the next 17 months. She also hopes that the Police and Fire Commission will have an interim police chief picked out sometime next week.
The Hannibal City Council has selected its next chief of police. Bowling Green native Alex Grody takes over for the retiring Jacob Naki. Grody has more than 20 years of experience as he takes over. And April Azate has resigned from the Hannibal City Council, citing residency issues that were a concern of the mayor and city attorney. Azate was elected to the governing body in 2025 and lived in Hannibal's 2nd Ward at the time. But following selling the building she had lived in, she had been unable to find steady housing that was in the proper jurisdiction.
The Quincy Sports Commission is recommending a Virginia company be brought in to establish and run a sports complex in the city. Quincy City Council must first sign off on the deal. It's going to pay the company about $9,000 a month to get things going. City administrators have also had discussions with the owners of the Quincy Town Center to house the complex, even after the commission had recommended accepting an offer for property at 48th and State. That property is no longer available following the city's discussion with Town Center owners Cullinan Properties of Peoria.
And the search continues for Lindsay Watts. MRN's Michelle McCormick tells us Knox County Sheriff Carl Naki has persons of interest in the case. National experts on missing persons have also weighed in on this matter. For the latest updates, complete coverage, and information on how to submit a tip, please visit Muddy River News.
That does it for our top story rundown this week. We're going to hear a short word from our sponsors. And as always, Muddy River Mornings is driven by Hess Auto Agency.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
In the tri-state area, local businesses aren't just a place to shop. They are engraved into our community. Muddy River Engraving knows, lives, and models this business mentality.
Look how cute!
From getting gear for your team,
Those turned out nice, thank you.
to a custom gift for friends or family, Muddy River Engraving will take your idea or story and bring it to life with his products. From 1 to 1,000 items, Muddy River Engraving can handle any project for you. Muddy River Engraving, engraved into your community.
And welcome back. Quincy's Grand Prix of karting is almost here. It's almost time, Bob.
You want your VIP tickets?
I do.
I've
I
got
love
some
that
for you.
race.
Got
Yeah,
some for you.
so much fun.
So we'll have some fun. But in order to have that fun, we first have to hear about it. And our own Crissie Caccamo just talked to Grand Prix director Jeff Scott, who is getting ready for next weekend's big event.
Welcome, you guys. Today I am with Jeff Scott, the Grand Prix director. Hello.
Hello.
I've known you for a long time.
Yes.
One could say I'm actually a super fan
Okay.
of you and your family. My son, I'm very excited. I would have begged to do this interview, but I just had to ask. So my son used to race go-karts when he was 5 to 10, so I've known you since then.
Yes.
Your kids are some of my favorites. I have made fat heads and stood in the grandstands
Oh, yes.
cheering you guys on. So
Yeah.
I am beaming. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We are going to talk about the Quincy Grand Prix, the
Yes.
go-karts. It's a legendary event. 39 years we've had this and 3 years that we've been back.
Yep, this is my third year promoting it.
You are the perfect person to be carrying this on, doing a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I took it on knowing that it's a big deal for Quincy and also being a karter. It's big in the karting community too, so.
Huge in the karting community. Like we were just saying, 10,000 people come to this town to sit on the grass and watch you guys give it all you've got.
Yes, I mean I grew up watching it as a kid and raced it as a young adult and didn't realize how many people travel just to watch it. And,
Yeah.
and being on the promoter side, when you talk to people or they email you, I was like, you're coming in from where just to watch? I was kind of surprised by the amount of people that come into town to watch it.
It really is a sight to see. It's one of my favorite things, but I love racing and I love the whole thing, but I love to see people bring their families and their kids. I love that it's a free event for everybody. And you really have a lot of things that you offer. It's a whole weekend extravaganza.
Yes, yeah, we added a little more than just racing. I'm like, well, we have the park all week, so my team hasn't let me take over doing anything on Monday through Thursday yet, but
Well, there's lots of preparation. It's not like your team isn't doing something.
This is
You're
true.
painting the lines, you're making sure the track is safe, putting up the barriers. So A lot goes into it. But talk to me, put me through the weekend. So Friday, how does it start?
So Friday night we have our NAPIDE-sponsored kids Power Wheels races. So we actually utilize the start-finish line, and we line them up kind of by their different voltages. There's so many different, didn't realize this the first year, there's so many different options for Power Wheels racers.
Yeah.
But they all got a little medal last year, and Raising Cane's came by and they put them up on the podium, gave them some free product. So it was a pretty cool event. This year we're going to finish off with we brought in a foam machine, going to have a little dance party for the kids, kind of a meet and greet. Some of the racers are there. So it's kind of just a cool kid and family event on Friday night. That's
exciting. And then Saturday is what you would basically say is like practice day and preliminary, or?
Yeah, so Saturday morning we kick off practice at 8 a.m. Couple rounds of practice, we start qualifying. And then at 3 o'clock that day, we actually have a few final events. I think there's 5 or 6 races that day that we actually are one of the winners. They used to be a kind of a qualifier on Saturday, but we decided you're there, you're putting in the effort. That's just as important as Sunday. Also Saturday morning, I think at noon, we have a cornhole tournament with guaranteed like $1,500 purse plus their entry fees all goes back into that. I think last year they had 70 players.
Nice.
Down in the flat area. So, yeah. Always.
That's fantastic. And then, so both days. So then Sunday's race day.
Sunday's race day.
You have a opening ceremony that you've added.
Yep.
It's super cool to watch.
Yep. I think we've got some motorcycle riders.
American flags.
American flags. Got some people coming into both days to sing the national anthem. And yeah, Sunday's, the coveted race day. That's when you want to win. But then kind of midday, we actually turn the hillside into I don't even know what you call it. They take their kids' Power Wheels racers and they take the motors out and let them free roll down the hillside.
And these are the adults?
These are the adults after they've had a few bush lights.
Yes.
And this year we're actually going to keep the foam machine, put a little foam on the hillside for them to run through. I mean, I've had people like just forget about watching the go-karts for a while and go watch that. So and I've seen some of the racers take their gear and their helmet and go over on the hillside and partake in that too. So
very cool. So on top of just being able to come out and it's free and bring your family, one thing that I actually got to be a part of with some of my friends is the tent, the VIP tent, which is truly the place to be.
It is.
Talk to me about that. So how much does that cost to get into the tent?
The VIP tent, it's $150 a day.
Okay.
And that includes catering, all the beverages you want to drink, and you're at the start-finish line.
Which is the place to be.
It's the place to be.
That's where some crazy stuff can happen.
There may be some sports wagering. Yeah, it's like a party inside of the VIP tent for sure.
It really is. And the catering, so you mentioned the first day you have?
We have Fatback's barbecue and then me jalapeno on Sunday.
That's delicious. Well, yes. I know my fellow Muddy Buddy, Brittany, and I will be serving drinks one day, so I'm super excited to be a part of that. One thing, and this sounds so silly, but truly, the VIP tent, if you're not into all of the other stuff, the VIP bathrooms, there's bathrooms.
Yes.
That is very, very nice.
VIP parking as
VIP parking. You also have TVs in there that show how everyone's timing, like where they're at, so when they're going around the track. But man, when they come around that last turn, we've had a couple people, thank goodness they've been okay, but go into a tree, finish right at the end, passing. I even saw somebody launched over a cart one year. Mm-hmm. Everyone okay at the end?
Yes, yes. Yeah, the chances of crashing at the Quincy Grand Prix are not small.
Because it's truly one of the most incredible tracks I've ever, the fact that we have repaved that and made that safe for this to do, it's almost like Formula One.
It is.
Like how windy and how turny, and then like you have that back end where the straightaway. I mean, I want to race. If anyone needs a driver, I'm not kidding. I really could do. I brought my trophy.
I saw that.
I'm not messing around, you know.
Yeah.
You put me in, coach. Anyone, if anyone like gets sick or you need somebody, I'm your girl. One thing about the finish line, one of my favorites is the flag guy, Jason Burgess. He is incredible.
Yes, he's a showman.
He brings high energy. Like myself, I made him a fathead. Oh my gosh, one year I wasn't able to be there and he even messaged me and said, where are you? I had baseball, but this year I have baseball in town, so I'll be there.
Good.
Yes. He's incredible.
Yes.
Really, really fun thing that you add because he knows what he's doing. Those flags, it's not an easy thing.
No.
They're going really fast.
And he's dressed to the tee, and
he looks great.
It might be 100 degrees, and he's got a full suit on. So yes.
I'm also really, really excited about your Grand Marshal.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Means, a former NASCAR racer, a NASCAR owner.
Yes.
I mean, he's the real deal.
Right.
He is coming in for like the weekend.
Yes.
And then has to leave. Originally, I thought he had to go to San Diego for a race, but I don't know if they...
I think he's there all weekend now.
Yeah. So that will be really exciting to meet a real race car driver. He's going to be driving around, saying hi to people.
Yes.
Another thing, too, going into the pits, where I like to live if I'm not in that VIP tent, because you get to meet the guys and see them working on it, and they'll sign autographs. And
yes, for years you had to have a pit pass to go in there. The new insurance company, as long as you're not on the grid where we're starting our motors or coming in and off the track, you can be in the pit area and kind of see the equipment and the drivers up close.
And these racers are signing anything. They'll sign a tire for you. They'll sign anything you bring them. But some of them have bumpers that come off. Some of them have tires that come off.
We always bring in extra, like if we bent up something, it's like, yep, that's going to the park. That's a souvenir. So. It's
really such an experience. I'm very excited. I know Quincy's very excited. We talked about the weather. It's going to be great. I'm going to say my prayers every night for the weather.
Yes.
But it usually is pretty good.
We can race in the rain.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like last year where we had like an inch and a half in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That created some issues, but
you still kept it moving.
We finished right before dark. And
talk to me about how many classes are here.
17 classes.
A lot of classes.
We've got right now we're at about 250 entries.
Okay.
And those are from 9 states. We've got some racers coming from Canada, from Texas, New York, California.
Yeah, it's the real deal. Like, people show up with their semis and full pit crews. And these motors, like, you're building them. They're like $10,000, $20,000 motors for the weekend.
And most of them are equal. It comes down to the driver and the setup.
No, it's super fun. And I know I've got some coworkers and friends that are working on motors right then as it goes. And it's really incredible to see how fast and what it really takes. This is incredible sport.
Yes. That's why I do it.
I know, it's so good. Okay, so really excited. It's going to be a great event. Third year you've taken on. I know last year, just to bring up your dad, I know you guys, karting was so important to you. I know he's going to be so excited to look down and see what you're doing and continuing for this great city.
He kind of taught me the ways, But last year it was really cool. We had the first memorial race and watched my son win that. Was like, I got goosebumps because he started like way in the back, didn't qualify very well. And I was even like, there is no way he's going to even be on the podium. Mm-hmm. And just halfway through, I'm like, okay, well, he's got a shot. And to see him win that and just the raw emotion.
Yeah, really special.
It was cool.
Talking a little bit more before we go about your family, because it really is a family event or a family affair with you guys. Your wife is always with you, your kids. Your kids are two of my favorite racers. Like I said, I've made fatheads for you guys, stood there.
And we have them somewhere. They
do.
occasionally show up at one of the other races.
Yes, I might have to make some more. But Riley, just really amazing. And Avery, nothing against Riley, but Avery is just such an inspiration and such a female, just dominant.
She's
fierce.
She
runs with the boys.
Yes.
And she wins.
Yes. And well, she has not won. She's got like 5 seconds, and and I mean by like inches. And she's just like, and last year we had a women's only race, and she finished second in that race. And she's just like, I didn't even really want to win that one. I want to win it with the boys. So I tell her, I mean, it took me, last year was my first time I won.
That was,
I said, look how long it took me. Hopefully you're better than that.
Well, this year's her year.
Yes.
I'll make her a fathead for sure. Well, thank you for joining with me. Give us the date.
June 27th and 28th, next weekend.
Yep, and the weather's going to be great.
Yes.
And tickets are available where?
On our website. You can sign up for the kids' Power Wheels, the adult Power Wheels. You just show up after you've had a few bush lights and sign a waiver. We'll send you down the hill. Great.
Okay. Thank you guys, or thank you for being here. Thank you guys for joining us. Do not miss this event. I promise you, you will not regret it. It's going to be great, and I hope to see you there.
If you're 55 or older and ready for quality, independent living, Good Samaritan Home of Quincy is your first choice. We are constructing new duplexes and single-unit cottages ready for you. Prepay your lease now and customize your future cottage. Say goodbye to the hassles of yard work, snow removal, and home maintenance, and say hello to stress-free, independent living. There is limited availability, so call Good Samaritan Home today at 223-8717 or see for yourself at gshq.org.
Welcome back. Tons of videos and podcasts recorded this week, and Ashley will start telling us about them.
Absolutely. Auction treasures one of the area's most beautiful gardens and a home with a story around every corner. This month on Muddy TV Cribs, Randy Phillips and Brittany Bowl take us inside the woodlawn home of Larry and Deb Davis. Come for the flowers, stay for the treasures. Muddy TV Cribs is brought to you by See Quincy.
On Minutes with the Mayor, brought to you by Mercantile Bank, I had a chance to talk to Mayor Moore along with Reg Ankrum, who consults the city on energy issues. We dive into what electrical aggregation is and why it's beneficial for the city. Now, saving a little money is great, but will it matter if energy needs continue to rise across the country without an increase in supply? It's not a shocking discussion, but we hope it informs you.
Later today on Club Muddy, the Muddy Buddies discuss the sports complex conundrum, what now for West Quincy following the big fire, and the guest is former Quincy Fire Chief Joe Henning as he talks about his life and career after leaving the department. He's still keeping plenty busy. Don't miss it.
On this week's Business Spotlight, Crissie Caccamo talks to Kayla Huber with 8th Avenue Villager about their upcoming Margs and Moms event and all of the beautiful dresses they have supplied, from pageant queens to prom queens. A great longtime local business that always keeps ladies looking great. Bank of Springfield brings you Business Spotlight.
Coming up Monday on Highly Relatable, host Britt Vermeer takes an honest look at sobriety, healing, and rediscovering who you are when the distractions are stripped away. It's a raw conversation about identity, growth, and learning to sit with yourself through life's biggest challenges. Catch the latest episode this weekend on Muddy River TV.
I noticed on the Daily Muddy this week, you seem to be, you're always engaged, you always enjoy the conversations, but it seemed like it was a little more so this week.
Yeah, I've always had, I've always been intrigued by homeschooling. I've always wished that I would have jumped in a long time ago. I always know that it's maybe not for everyone. I wish I had the patience, I wish I had the wherewithal to be a teacher, to have my kids home. So to talk to these folks who are doing it day in and day out, not only that, but offering resources to people who want to dip their toe into that world was incredible to me. Not only that, but the people who I sat down with their energy is just contagious. So
well, you
awesome.
Already had a relationship with Ms. Viemeyer, who...
Ms. Heemeyer, yeah. So Ms. Heemeyer was Claire's kindergarten teacher, and after I left here, Claire said, "I can't believe you didn't tell me you were interviewing Ms. Heemeyer." And I said, "She's pretty amazing." And Claire said, "She has my whole heart."
And
So
the Smiths are great people too.
they're amazing. He's hilarious. I mean, I can't imagine what it takes to actually be involved in homeschooling with your children, but also keeping a good sense of humor and doing it, effectively. I feel like that's got to be so challenging. But with the resources that they're bringing to this community through the conference, the homeschooling conference, I think it's really going to be doable for anybody who's willing to try it. Yeah. I think it's really cool. And then I got to sit down with the Bly's, what's her name? Bridget Bly.
Yeah.
Got to sit down with Bridget Bly and talk about changes in the transportation industry, as well as Aaron Lippincott. He came in because he actually has worked for Bly for about 20 years. So he was talking about his experience and how grateful he is to the Bly family. So it was a really good conversation. And then obviously our friend Gumby came in, and our neighbors, Dick Wellman, and so it was a great conversation. Lots of stuff on Daily Muddy. If you haven't checked it out, please do so.
Yeah, this week was really good. Lots of great shows, and Brittany kind of helped set that up for us before she went on her vacation. So shout out to her for that.
TGIB,
as well.
thank God it's Brittany. That girl, she does all the stuff.
No, and we've had a great week, and it's been a lot of fun. So.
But we're missing you, so come back.
Are we?
Yes.
Are we?
I just sent her a text today. I was like, we're missing you. Please do not stay there. Yeah.
What's time for now?
It's time for sports.
Brought to you by Needs.
Well, happy Friday, Muddy Buddies. Chris Dewar, Matt Shuckman. We are getting ready for a big weekend ahead. It is Muddy River Showcase weekend, Chris Dewar.
Exciting stuff. One of the high points of the summer every single year.
So Saturday at John Wood Community College, right behind us, the Student Activity Center. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, girls game and boys game, the 5th annual Muddy River Showcase, brought to you by Hannibal Regional Hospital. We're looking forward to it. It's been a lot of planning, a lot of work to get it ready, and it's here. So
your baby, I mean, in so much, and I know you've kind of polished rosters for the better part of weeks trying to make the logistics of that work, and I think you've done a really good job.
We made it work.
You were throwing more than a few, Bert Blyleven-esque curveballs over the course of the couple of weeks.
We've had a few, but again, we're ready to go. We got great lineups. We got great rosters. You can check out muddyriversports.com for all of that. So we got all that coming up this weekend. We'll have complete coverage of that. He'll be providing video highlights of both games. I'll do photo gallery. We'll have stories. We're going to knock it out of the park.
It's a good Saturday. And if you're not doing anything, one last hurrah to see some of the best in our area play. I know for a lot of these kids, and this is probably my favorite part of these type of events, there are kids who are never going to dribble a basketball again in any kind of competitive capacity.
Very true.
Beyond this game. So this is your last chance to see some of the guys and gals that you've watched for the last 4 years, and it's kind of a nice way to send them off into real life.
It really is. $10 gets you in the door. All general admission, so there's no pre-ticket sales or anything like that. $10 gets you in the door.
2 games worth for $10.
That's right. So come on out, join us at John Wood Community College. We just had, this week, we honored our classroom champions, female and male student athletes of the year, Sailor Berry from Mendon Unity and Trey Hoskins of Hannibal.
Two really strong choices in 2 really strong fields for great male and female scholar athletes in our area.
We were able to honor 32 different student athletes throughout the year as classroom champions. All of that is courtesy of Dot Foods. Thank them. Thank them for their patronship for this, for their sponsorship, for everything they do for the student athletes in this area. Kudos to Dot Foods for jumping on board with us for this endeavor, which turned out really, really well.
It really did, and it was fun to be able to tell those stories. I mean, I think that's the best part of that, is that we're not just giving you athletes while they're athletes. We're telling you what their plans are for life and kind of what interests them and what motivates them and what puts them on track. And we obviously landed 2 awfully good ones. Division I athletes, both of them.
That's right. So you can check those out. That's on our website already. Coming up next week, we got the Pepsi Little People's Golf Championships. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday practice round, Tuesday and Wednesday competitive rounds at Spring Lake Country Club and Westview Golf Course. We will provide complete coverage of that with stories, photos, video. We're looking forward to that because that's kind of the last big thing of June until we take a little time off.
We will take a little time off, but again, that's one of my favorite events. It's always fun, of all ages, watching the highly competitive, great play of the older kids, but getting out and watching the cute young kids begin their journey.
Always fun.
Which, you and I have been doing for many, many moons, my friend.
I started covering Little People's in the I believe it was the summer of 1990. Was the first time I covered Little Peoples.
You've got me by about 5 years. I started in 1995, although I do remember, was he 4-year-old Luke Guthrie at the time making his debut at Little Peoples?
Something like that.
I believe it was 4-year-old Luke Guthrie.
I think 4 at that time. So, and he'll be playing nearby next week as well.
Yes,
he'll
indeed.
be over at Springfield for the
Panther Creek
for the Corn Ferry Tour event. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll have some coverage of that as well coming up. So
awesome.
A lot to look forward to this weekend and next week. And then he and I are both taking some time off in July. So
we're like teachers. We figure we take the time off when nobody's in session and,
right.
and nobody suffers for it.
Exactly. So you guys have a great weekend. Come on out to the John Wood Community College Student Activity Center on Saturday. Muddy River Showcase, 5th annual event brought to you by Hannibal Regional Hospital. We will see you Saturday, hopefully.
You will not be sorry.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Beyond just our mission, the friendships and fellowships that we get to create here and the relationships that we get to foster amongst our members. I've got friends, I've got clients in my business from this, and at the end of the day, it's about the relationships with each other as well and working together as a team to help those kids. So give it a shot, just do what you can, and we'd love to see you join Kiwanis.
Okay, so next week is the first week of summer.
Oh, officially?
Officially, yes.
Feels like it is today.
It's not that
warm.
bad.
It's getting
It's
warm.
going to be like in the 70s and 80s. I mean, summer in Quincy, we're thinking sweating our you-know-what's off, right?
Yes. And
It's pretty
hopefully
nice.
kind of the rain subsides for a little bit.
Yeah, might get a little this weekend, but then we should be okay next week.
Okay, perfect.
Anyway, here's our friends with How's the Weather Up There from Farm and Home Supply.
All right, ready for a joke?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so bring it like this one because it applies to you. So why do meteorologists like looking at wispy clouds so much?
Wispy clouds? Well, I mean, it kind of looks like cotton candy, but
Well, they take them very seriously.
Oh, gee whiz.
Serious. Yeah. Hi, I'm pizzaologist Daniel Jones.
Oh,
This is
very
meteorologist Brent Kerr. Let's how the weather up there with your weekend forecast. And Brent, we might be past a little bit of the warning stage, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Not such on high alert this weekend?
Well, we still got another storm system coming in, maybe not quite as as brutal as it has been lately, but obviously, yes, we will not be in storm mode per se, or chase mode, I should say, but as we go into the next few days. But kind of an up and down, back and forth, but as we go through the next few days. Got some showers coming through this morning, and then we should clear out, and then should actually end up to be a pretty nice day, and then tomorrow as well, should be seeing highs around 80 and low dew points, so that's kind of like Tuesday. It was fun. It was so funny Tuesday. Beautiful, I mean, perfect day. Got out there, just so many things I was doing. It's like, man, I just put this on repeat for a couple times.
Well, the wind picked up in the afternoon, I will say. It got a little gusty out there.
Yeah, but that kind of made it nice and breezy. So, yeah, it was. And then yesterday, of course, you didn't know what I was going to do. It went from 60 to it almost felt like almost 90 in 5 seconds. And but yeah, it was yesterday was a fun day too. And of course, we were trying to figure out how much overhype there was and stuff like this. And there was so I'm going to get very technical for just a second, very, very close. So you hear about shear, that's the when winds cross. Well, you had what's called a low-level jet, and it was just screaming across the area. Well, it was actually too strong, because if you watch the storms form, if you are a radar nerd, they would go up, and then they just
get blown.
They're blown across, right? So what happened was, the storm would try to initiate, but by the time it would get to about 10, 15,000 feet, that low-level shear would just shove it over, and it wouldn't have time to get high enough to do its big thing. So, so yeah, there's actually too much of a good thing when it comes to production of tornadoes. So, but farther east, absolutely, yeah. Effingham, we were talking earlier, Effingham, Mattoon.
Yep. A little bit north of Springfield, they had a confirmed tornado.
Taylorville, yeah. So, and there was a rotational track we saw, But it wasn't like it was one long tornado. It was just like
Right.
boom, boom, And that's what they were talking about yesterday. Strong, long-lived tornadoes. Well, really didn't have that. But the one that did come down, it did some serious damage. So storm chasers are actually pretty close on one of those. Got a house that got demolished. So hate to see that. I always say, I love tornadoes, but I just want them in the middle of nowhere where nothing happens to anyone else. So.
And we only had one tornado warning in the area, I believe, in Pike County last night, right?
Adams County.
As far as we know, no damage.
No damage.
And no touchdowns.
Yeah. So that one, that's a bad topic right now because we were telling St. Louis like, hey, we see rotation. Hey, we see this wall cloud. And it wasn't until some other spotter said that they saw something that issued a tornado warning. It's like, okay, well, apparently our opinion doesn't mean anything anymore. So,
yeah.
But anyway, I digress. It happens. So, but yeah, we actually did have a tornado warning for Adams County. It went just south of the airport and kind of by Liberty and to the southeast. We took crews out there last night. Couldn't find anything, so I think it was just rotation based, but still, it was close there for a while. And then we had a few other rotations that we thought that were getting pretty close. It was very close, very close. And it was like a couple weeks ago where maybe just a snake tornado and come right back up. So, it was. But fortunately, I have not heard. And I forget, there was that morning storm too, but we didn't get much on that. Monmouth, I guess they are reporting now a tornado up in Monmouth.
I saw that. Yeah.
So, and I had some friends that were actually up there in that neck of the woods when that all happened. It's like, ooh, a little scary there. But
for this weekend, and no severe storms, but still chances of rain, right? In the next few days, it's going to be kind of wet.
So this weekend, we're going to kind of put the severe threat out, but we still have a chance for heavy rain on Sunday. Some models are saying 1 to 2 inches again. It's like good night. But nonetheless, I think up till Saturday night, we should be clear after we get through this morning's activity. And we should have a couple nice days coming up, and hopefully, because it really didn't rain that much. I mean, it rained a little bit, but enough that I could probably mow again if I need to, which I already got done before the rain, so I was smart.
Yeah, we need a good dry out day today, because I need to mow my yard too, so we need a good dry out day.
So
that's for sure.
Maybe you have to wait till Saturday, just maybe Saturday. So it just depends on how much it rains. So, but then we see Sunday, all day rain on Sunday. So Father's Day.
Let's talk about the grilling forecast. Is it going to be hit or miss? Bring
it inside the patio or under the overhang, or have one of the kids hold the umbrella over the chef master, So. Just don't let it catch on fire. We've had enough fires this week. So, but then next week, a really nice week comes up for next week. So hopefully we're going to shift a pattern, calm down a little bit, and because next week. So I
was going to ask you about it. Extended forecast. Are we going to be cooler than normal, average, as we head into July 4th?
It is looking that way. It really is. Typically you would start to see our heat. If it was going to be a warm 4th of July, start to see that heat ramping up. But so far, it's been relatively cool. And I was trying to think, because my days blur into one now, we're getting close to the summer, first day of summer.
Yeah, 21st, 22nd?
21st, sometime next week. So it's like, I don't know when, because my brain is shot. But
the solstice.
The solstice, yes. So what is today? Today is I don't know what today is. So 18th. Okay. So Anyway, next week, sometime next week is going to be the first day of summer.
Correct.
And it's going to feel like a nice summer day. So.
But I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah. Well, just as long as we don't use up all of our good weather days before the county fair this year, because that's going to be a nice fair this year. So
knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I'm already looking ahead a month, but we're not that far away from 4th of July either. So, and I know there's going to be a lot of activities going on for that. So we'll have to watch out for that and get some preemptive forecasts going on for that. So, but maybe we'll see the warmth coming in July, but right now it looks pretty good for so far, but. Things are changing, and again, with this El Nino they keep on talking about, it's kind of acting differently than past years, so we'll have to figure out what that means, and we will come back with hopefully some good insight in that as we move through the next few weeks.
But at least for this weekend, you get to enjoy your Father's Day without too much worry about the heat.
Just have a bunch of waders on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the promenade.
Oh, baby, baby, sweet
Another busy weekend in Quincy.
Seems like it never stops.
It's all kinds of good stuff.
Especially during the summertime.
Get it started, girl.
I know, love it. Okay, so the Farmers Market is back in Washington Park this weekend. Stop by Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and shop fresh produce, baked goods, plants, handmade crafts, and more from local growers, producers, and artisans. You'll also find live music from local buskers along with coffee and food trucks, making it the perfect way to spend a Saturday morning while supporting local vendors here in Quincy.
Take yourself out to the ball game or ball games this weekend as the Doggy Paddlers are home both Saturday and Sunday nights. A little summer baseball, weather's going to be great. Get yourself a cold beer and a hot dog and have fun watching some baseball.
And the Adams County Republican Party is hosting Riley Gaines, a prominent advocate for women's sports, as the keynote speaker at the 2026 Lincoln Reagan Trump dinner tonight at the Ambiance. 5225 Cooks Lane is where you'll find the action here in Quincy, with social hour at 5:30 p.m. and dinner following at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $100 for adults, $40 for students, that's college and below, and a VIP meet and greet is also available.
And while you are making plans, still don't forget that next month we've got the Gem City Concert Series, Saving Abel taking the stage on July 24th, followed by Blues Traveler on July 25th. And that's going to be two great nights. But this weekend we have the big Rock and Rev Festival in Mount Sterling. Car show during the day. Then we have Miranda Burry, Josh Holland Band, and The Hype closing things out.
Hey, that's awesome.
And don't forget those tickets. Again, Gem City Concert Series. We're a month away. Get your tickets.
I think there's nothing quite like live music, especially here in the Tri-States.
Got a ton of it. It's going to be a great weekend for the Rock and Rev Festival. And then again, we've got that fantastic concert coming up. Also, Blues in the District. A week from tonight, it's Muddy River News Night.
That's right. Come out and see your friends. Come out and see your Muddy Buddies.
We have surprises.
Yeah.
We have toys. We have swag.
We do.
All kinds of swag. So we got merch we're going to hand out, and it'll be a lot of fun. Hope the weather is as beautiful next Friday for us to see everybody and listen to some great music in downtown Quincy.
Absolutely. Come out and see us. And in the meantime, go enjoy everything Quincy has to offer. Never a shortage. Thank you always for tuning in and supporting Muddy River News. I think that does it for today, right, Bobby?
Yep.
All right.
We will see you next week.
Bye.